Greetings and welcome to the Journey to Cad NTHiprogram. I am here right now at a very special location in our cherished land of Cad NTHi. Let's now explore and have some fun with today's guest.
After earning a law degree and a lucrative job at an oil and gas business, Mr. Hùng gave everything up to pursue his artistic career. Through literature and real-world experiences, he gained knowledge about makeup and design and succeeded. Designer Hùng has established a brand in the fashion business with over 2 decades of professional experience. He has a strong affinity for áo dài. He has received a great deal of appreciation for his collections of Northwest áo dài, brocade áo dài, and 3-region áo dài. In recent years, Mr. Hùng has been teaching and inspiring young people with his artistic passion, in addition to working as an art consultant for Thái Tuấn Textile Company. He's also regarded as the first boss of Beauty Queen contest, who deliberately created an image through charitable endeavors and tight connection with the media, which ultimately helped them win the title. And today we will meet and chat to better understand his new collection and the artistic path that he has chosen.
Hello, designer Hùng.
First of all, let me say hello to Cúc Vi and the audience of the program The Journey to Cad NTHi.
I have seen you closely studying the items in your collection. I assume that this is the product that piques your curiosity the most.
I suppose I could say that right now. I really like this collection. I agreed to participate in the Cad NTHi wedding exhibition because of this collection. Due to time constraints, I thought to use a collection that I had already performed. But then I remembered that I also had a lot of memories from Cad NTHi, so I decided that I would produce something especially for my close friends here. Because it is a bit urgent, after introducing it in Cad NTHi, I will reintroduce it in Ho Chi Minh City.
I noticed after looking through the collection that you utilized the picture of a phoenix and dragon. Why did you use those images?
When it comes to wedding day, I believe that the picture of a dragon and phoenix is the most exquisite. I believe that the phoenix flexibility and gentleness, along with the dragon's strength, will merge to become the most exquisite pair. I selected that picture for the wedding show since I adore traditional culture. I appreciate Cad NTHi because it upholds traditional tradition rather than choosing modern wedding attire. I conferred with the organizers. They were incredibly supportive of me and stated that I could have any style I wanted. Being Thái Tuấn Group's creative director gives me a lot of freedom when it comes to selecting material, which makes me very fortunate. Of those materials, some are sold by Thái Tuấn, but the majority are materials that are woven experimentally and are one-of-a-kind samples that are not yet on the market. The workers at Thái Tuấn Group assisted me in creating fabric yards that I could present to the market with the graphics that I provided. These materials are unique and convey the collection's distinctive qualities.
It caught my eye that in addition to classic áo dài, there was even a gown in which the bride wore a shawl around her shoulders. So what problems do you run into when using those materials?
I now consider áo dài to be my vocation. I adore áo dài, so not much is impacted. If there is redundancy among the 20 ensembles in the áo dài collection, viewers won't be satisfied with the creative outcome. I hope that traditional wedding gowns will be feminine or updated, since different designers have different goals in mind. While others aim to restore historical costumes to their original state, I want to embrace and incorporate ancient culture into modern times. Being an educator, I want the younger generation to embrace it, since it embodies their innocence and they will adore that collection. People who are not in love with Vietnamese culture would nevertheless pay attention. For those who aren't sure, learning more about Vietnamese culture might be a good idea. For those who are currently in love, it will feel as though someone is coming along to share that love. As a result, in addition to following guidelines for historical clothes, my collections are highly styled. As a fashion designer instructor, I also control the form to accentuate the wearer's figure. It should be slightly styled to highlight the uniqueness and a little youthful, vibrant, and contemporary. My goal is to bring the past up to date with the present.
I would like to know why the crew decided to take pictures for the collection at the Bình Thủy communal house.
This location holds the first memory I have of Cad N THibecause I used to travel a lot when I initially started my work, first to study and then to burn an incense stick to honor the ancestor. I hope that this land will envelop, shield, and protect me. I therefore requested the locals and friends to direct me to a temple or communal house where I might burn incense when I got to Cad N THiI was escorted here by a friend where I too lighted incense, prayed for the success of my show and sent greetings to this area. My first impression of Cad N THiwas thus the Bình Thủy communal house. After that, it became second nature for me to find a way to come here whenever I visited Cad N THi
What message do you wish to convey to everyone with this collection?
This is a gift that I gave to my friends in Cad N THias I mentioned at the start. In addition, I would want to give it to Cad N THiresidents who enjoy áo dài or inadvertently view the wedding exhibition and this program. I want to present a feminine aesthetic that is refined and delicate, yet still contains strong, protecting aspects for the women in their lives. The image of Cad N THi will be incorporated into the collection along with the conventional image of Tây Đô and the shared pride of Western ladies. My goal is to present and emphasize their superiority. And since I'm not from Cad N THi and didn't study too much, I sincerely hope that the audience will overlook any errors that I might have made. These are from the collection Tây Đô flowers that designer Hùng has favored for the land of Cad N THi. He used a unique material to create a line that exudes charm and beauty. It brings an old and brilliant beauty with motifs that feels modern and traditional, integrating charms and stone-studded techniques. It produces an exquisite piece of art on the áo dài when combined with hand-cutting, hand-embroidered, and stone-applied techniques, making a lasting imprint on the wearer. Designer Hùng hopes to spread the love for áo dài by imparting humanistic principles, distinctive cultural attributes that captivate foreign visitors, enhancing the perception of Vietnamese áo dài. Additionally, the designer hopes to address the Tây Đô beauty competition with this collection.
We have just been admiring the exquisite and soft beauty of the collection created at Bình Thủy Communal House. Áo dài fashion designer Hùng is the top designer in Vietnam. Furthermore, it is known that he has over 2 decades of experience in this field. Fans could also be curious about his growth process. Could you then explain to me and the audience how you ended yourself in this field?
It's a long story all around. Since my parents are lifelong learners, persuading them was very tough and demanding undertaking. Naturally, I have to finish the prerequisites for my law major, and I tackled fashion covertly when I was pursuing my master's. Upon graduating and entering the workforce, I too faced numerous obstacles. The family eventually consented to allow me to follow my passion. I believe that in the presence of love, I will make an effort to grow, seize opportunities, and face numerous obstacles. At the time, I wanted nothing more than to follow my passion, and I also wanted my family to be happy with my decision. I was puzzled when I first started my job and stood at a crossroad. I was late to the fashion game, so when I got out of college, I understood that I had to be connected to a certain outfit to establish a brand. I decided on áo dài because I believe it would be harder to establish a brand and earn customer trust with multiple outfits. I love my mother, and my mother is a woman who loves áo dài very much. So I have set myself a mission that need to learn and research a lot to achieve. I consider myself extremely fortunate to have been accepted in a short amount of time. When I decided to pursue my artistic career in áo dài, I was able to take part in every significant event held in Ho Chi Minh City and nationally in only the first year. I also came to Cần Thơ in the first years of my career.
Fans are well acquainted with Mr. Nguyễn Việt Hùng nickname, Master Designer for Beauty Queens. How do you display your national pride on the áo dài when you join other Vietnamese beauties in the world arena?
I declare that I adore my country and Vietnamese culture, so that I am a citizen of Vietnam. I have never permitted myself to borrow or crossbreed with people from other nations. Secondly, to determine the impact, I frequently inquire about the pageant, event, and type of venue for a beauty queen will be participating in. Whether it be day or night, when helping her represent Vietnam in an international competition. For instance, they will be more confident and extroverted if that is the place where they've been born and raised. What needs to be done to improve that overall preparation? Therefore, I believe that beauty queens won't need to act much when they dress like the places where they were born and raised and have many memories. After all, it is who they are. That's one of the reasons why people call me a master. But in reality, I just have a heart, and my mastery is probably just a product of circumstance.
What needs to be ready for you when you go out into the world?
Despite my age, I consider myself to be an integrated citizen. I work for a Thái Tuấn group, and in fashion, I also gave lectures at universities. I see myself as a global citizen since I still have a lot of youthful vitality. As we move into the 4.0 era, I believe there is something I need to do to prepare for a society where opinions and judgments are no longer personal. Since the material I teach is continually changing, I also have to keep up with the latest developments.
At this point, perhaps design students want to hear from Mr. Hùng for some advice. For example, the best conditions to do this.
I share a lot with my students in addition to providing them with vocational training when I teach fashion design at universities. I hope that every person is born of their parents, whom they entrust with both their own and their parents' aspirations. In addition, I am a parent to 4 kids. I teach my kids a lot and I understand that dream as well. It's hard for me to say whether or not you should become a fashion designer. Before anything else, you need to be driven by a strong desire to work continuously without tiring. Secondly, you need to update frequently. You need to learn more and do additional study on contemporary technologies. More significantly, to attain the maximum level of efficiency, you need to understand the art of brand creation in business. Being ignorant of business, public relations, and marketing is one of the things that keeps this career from succeeding. Alternatively, you can look for a team to assist you.
After hearing Mr. Hùng speak, I believe that studying business and cultural and historical knowledge is simply one aspect of fashion design. It's not just a job. I'm aware that you are working on projects to share love. What information do you want to provide about that mission then?
I am appreciative of the áo dài, since I believe it to be a family trait. I have a lot of projects, both for áo dài and for the children. I am the owner of a Vietnamese áo dài ambassador copyright, which is the first mission to spread the love of áo dài. I have educational projects and an áo dài journey project. I provide 5,000 to 10,000 sets of áo dài to teachers in remote areas each year. I make an effort every year to honor my mother, who passed away 14 years ago. I believe it is something I received from my mother rather than something I was born with. When my mother was still alive, she chose the heroic Vietnamese mother as her subject. I have seen change a little. I decided on my co-workers, who are teachers in remote areas who bring literacy to less fortunate children.
I wish you good health, much success, and bring Vietnamese áo dài closer to international friends. Once again, thank you designer Nguyễn Việt Hùng for taking the time to share with the program.
Please accept my warmest regards and gratitude for listening to my share, as well as the editorial board, station staff, and boards of directors. I hope you stay well, have loads of energy, and get to know and appreciate Vietnamese fashion a little more. I'm very grateful.
I could also like to thank the audience for taking the time to watch the program. Let's work together to promote the amazing pictures of our hometown, Cad NTHiu, to as many people as possible. Regards, and until we meet again.